Good afternoon. Alright. I hope you had a good food. So food for the body is done. Now I'll give you some food for thought. Alright. And because it's a WhatsApp mode, so I expect some interaction, some questions, and maybe some thoughts that we'll take it home. Alright. Now, what I do is today, my agenda is to pitch for there is a need to redefine talent. The way we define talent, probably we as HR professionals will stop to this operational level, we may never go to the strategic level. So I feel there is a need to redefine what I mean by talent, and then we come back and try to say from HR point of view how things are shaping up. So to start with, usually when we talk about talent, we talk about three things, right? Getting the right people in the right job and at the right time. So we focus on people, the job and the time, and hence we decide our talent acquisition processes. Now, it's so unique that we also sometimes, though we talk about people, the task they do and the time, we don't know what type of people we need. And there comes the problem. If you look at the research findings, research says 30 to 50% high potential managers, they get derailed in their career. It's a big number. It's not a small number. And high potential means they are good. They have delivered, but somehow they get derailed in their career, right? And what they found is competencies that served them well in their past is actually not helpful for them. The same competency which helped them to grow in their early career actually pulls them down. Means past performance is not indicative of your future roles, right? So probably when you talk about people, we need to know the task they do, the expectations they need to meet are different. Sometimes the expectations may not be clear. So reasonable doubt is there, what type of person we are looking for. The second aspect is about the job. We talk about right job, but probably we need to revisit what this job is all about. So when we talk about right job, we need to understand the job in a context. And when we talk about the context, we talk about is this context certain, stable, or it is changing. So if the context is stable, it's certain, then we say uncertainty is low. Hence, as organizations, we strive for efficiency. And when we talk about efficiency, we talk about the present. I need to ensure my utilization is high. I need to ensure with lesser inputs, I get the most. So the focus is on present and it's efficiency driven. And the focus is on revenue. How can I generate more revenue? So the top line matters and also the bottom line matters. The efficiency is critical. So most of the job becomes routine because we operate in an environment which is stable. Alright? And we say these are nothing but technical activities. They are not great. But if really HR want to move from the technical activity to strategic activity or leadership activity, probably we need to enter this uncertainty, the world of uncertainty, and which is a reality. So when uncertainty is high, we don't strive only for efficiency, we strive for our existence. Our survival becomes key, and we just not worry about our present, we also worry about our future. Where I want to see my company 2 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years, or maybe more going forward. So your orientation becomes strategic, not present, but future. So sometimes it may not give us revenue, we might incur cost. Because we try something, it may not give us the results. And also these jobs are non-routine jobs. Means what? A priori, I don't know what type of jobs are coming and what type of jobs my people will be doing. In the context which is changing, how do we know what is the right job? So I want to come back. Probably I have no clarity about what I mean by right people. I am not sure about what it means by right job. And when both the things are not clear, then it is not okay to talk about the time because it becomes not relevant to discuss about it. So the three pillars of talent, when we talk about right people, right job and the time is now questionable. Right? Let me build from there. And that's why the research they are saying, hey, talent is just a word without any meaning. It is losing its meaning, and they say it is just a rebranding of HR practices, right? And the talent management is nothing more than the application of sound HR practices. Though we talk about HR and people, we are just changing the term with talent, and talent itself has no base. Right? Does this entire class agree to this point? Talent has no base. It has no content, it's just another term. Think about it, I'll build on this. Let me come back, what talent need to be. Right? I'll give you an example and I'll build from there. By any chance, can you recognize this picture? Yes, no? Thank you. Think about this. Arjuna, he is a talent among the Pandavas. Alright? And he has all the boons, all the skills. He knows in and out of his archery. And among the Pandavas, he is the strongest figure, and he was one of the greatest warriors of his time. Right? And the war is about to happen, and he has collapsed. Right? And he is saying, I can't pick up this Gandhi, my hands are trembling. Right? And now, if you are the leader, you are Krishna, what you will do? The talented guy in your team has collapsed. Remember, you are not going for the war for the first time. You tried all possible means to avoid this war, and finally you have no other option but to go for the war, and the talented guy in your team, he has collapsed. What do you do? Now let's come back and try to understand what was the problem of this person called Arjuna. Arjuna was one of the greatest warriors of his time. He has all the skills, all the boons, everything, and he got it through a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice. And remember, talented people are also very smart and they give reasons. They are good at giving reasons. So Arjuna is also giving reasons. He gives 3 reasons why I should not fight, standing in the war field, right? First reason is, war brings destruction to the society, hence, hey Krishna, I don't want to fight. Logical? Second argument he gives, people who are fighting against me, they are the people who nurtured me when I was a kid. How can I fight against them? Logical? Third argument he gives, when war happens, a lot of atrocities happen against women and children, hence, hey Krishna, I don't want to fight. All the 3 arguments are logical. But what about the timing? You should have thought about it long back. Standing in the war field, you are giving all this gap. Could you see the problem of this person? What I am trying to highlight here is, it is not just about Arjuna, it's all about ourselves. The world that we are in, and increasingly so, is a VUCA world. It's volatile, it's changing fast, it's uncertain, we don't know what is coming, it is complex. So many factors in the environment are impacting us, and also it is ambiguous. I don't know whether my solution will solve the problem or it will create more problems. There is no cause-effect relationship. So when the environment is VUCA, we say, I am not in a position to understand the paristhiti or the context where I am in, but it's one critical competency I need to have. And we say, if I cannot make out of this situation, probably I need to make myself strong internally. Right? And that is one critical competency we need to have. You think of the difficult situations. For example, Viktor Frankl, when he was in the concentration camp, during the Nazi rule, and he survived, and he says, well, your inner strength is critical for our survival. Same thing, Nelson Mandela, who, when he was behind the bars, he talked about the inner strength. Probably, going forward, when you talk about HR moving from the operational level to the strategic level, we need to identify ways to redefine talent. So, if I may propose, talent is just not about the skill sets, just not about the attitudes, but also about the inner strength. Are my people ready to handle uncertainty? Are my people ready to handle themselves? And it makes more sense when you talk about the EY case that happened recently, right? When the workplace becomes more and more toxic, can we manage? Can my people manage themselves, right? We need to redefine talent, and hence probably we will be more relevant in this situation. Let me turn this side and try to see from the HR point of view what they look for, right? When you talk about HR, they try to see the employees or the talent so-called, they are concerned for themselves, or are they concerned for the organization where they are working. So I am putting them in a matrix just to highlight different types of talent we receive. Some of our people, they are neither concerned for their self nor concerned for the company. Right? If you tell them something, they will do, they will not take an extra step to add value. Whatever is expected, they will deliver. But they are also least concerned about themselves. Those people we call as Maun chants, they are Maunis, they will silent, Mauni chants, right? They never open up, whatever you tell, they will listen to that and do it, right? And sometimes they don't want promotions, because they want to be in a particular place, they let go their promotions, for them self-development is not important. Are they your talent? Yes, no? Okay, I'll come back to this point. Second guys, we call as Jaichans, they are more concerned about own growth, own development, and less concerned for the company. If they don't like the company, they will switch. Okay? By any chance, have you met these Jaichans? Plentifully available, right? Are they your talent? Yes, no? Yes, no? Partly. Let me give an example. Don't take this example, just to put this in the context. There is a character called Vibhisana, right, in Ramayana, and he was the brother of Ravana, and he shifted his party from Ravana to Ram. Was he a talent for Ram? Without Vibhisana, do you think Ram could have conquered Lanka? No? Yes? Would have? He told him all the secrets of Meghnad. He told all the secrets of Ravana, right? It would have been difficult. If this talent joins the other party, this talent can do damage to my company, right? In that context, do you think all the Jaichans are also talent? If they don't contribute, if they join my competitors, they may pull me down. So we need to see what is talent. Talent doesn't mean who are doing what is expected from my work, something beyond that. Let me add one more aspect. Some people, they are concerned for their growth and also concerned for the organization. They believe if the organization grows, I will also grow. So they put their heart and soul to contribute to the company, to the organization. And these people we call as Karam chants. By any chance, have you met these guys? Yes, no? Yes. Let me give this example of Sugriva, right? He is from Kiskinda and he chose Ram because he found Ram is the person who can kill my opponent, right? And once he kills my opponent, I will regain my kingdom. So I contributed, I build loyalty, it is in a conditional way. I build loyalty because I know this company will help me to grow, right? That we call as the Karam chants. So Karam chants, their commitment, their loyalty is conditional. Can this organization help me to grow in my career? That's what they focus. So they bring revenue, they push themselves, they bring revenue, they bring business, they make you rich as an organization, and they are little transactional, right? Because for them, my growth is linked to the company growth, and the moment I feel the company is not helping me to grow, they may find out other ways, right? The fourth one are the Premchands, right? They are more concerned for the company, they can sacrifice their own gains, right? Right? By any chance, have you met these guys? Yes, no? For them, company is everything. They sacrifice sometimes for the company. And let me give this example. By any chance, you know this person called Hanuman? Right? For him, Ram was everything. Nothing was important for him, right? Now, if I turn these questions, right, and why he was attracted towards Ram? Any thoughts? Do you think Ram could have given him a kingdom? That's why? Or it is about Maryada Purushottam Ram, his character. His, he as a persona, he was he's a Purushottam, right? And maybe that's what attracts talent, right? So we talk about, what about Karna? Was he a talent for Duryodhana? Yes, no? Yes, right? Why he was attracted towards Duryodhana? He sacrificed his life for Duryodhana. For what? He wanted power because of that. Or when he was in a difficult time, Duryodhana came and helped him. Hey, I am with you. I will make you the king of this kingdom. Right? So these two aspects I am highlighting. One is the persona of the leader. People become loyal to individuals, and through that process, they become loyal to the organization. Right? So if you look at these examples, these are unconditional loyalty. Right? So they are loyal. They stand by you in difficult times, they protect you, and also they sacrifice their life for you, and they are very relational, right? If the situation changes, they will be with you to fight with that situation, they will not leave you, right? Now, if you look at these things, probably, what is talent here? Are these Maunichans are talented guy, or the Jaichans are talented guy, or the Karamchans, or the Premchans? What according to us are talented? Does the class agrees all of them are talented depending on the context where we are in? But if HR wants to move from Jaichan and the Maunichans to the Karamchans and Premchans, probably we need to think strategically. Not just about transactions, but building long-term, deep relationships, right? And that's the challenge for HR professionals, right? And that's why probably we can add value. Now let me build this point. Why Karamchans join organizations? If I am an HR professional, how do we attract these Jaichans? Jaichans, they contribute to the company with the hope that it will help them to grow in their career. What we can do to attract these Jaichans? We need to communicate that our systems and processes are fair. If you deliver, you will be rewarded, right? All these parameters about our internals and also our external image, both matters, right? But whereas if I talk about Premchans, we need to communicate we are ethical, we value our individuals, not just people who bring business. That is a necessary change we need to bring in, right? To become sustainable and to handle uncertainty. So probably going forward, if I redefine what is talent, probably skill sets are there, loyalty is critical. What can we do to ensure my people are loyal to me, right? They will not reject me. And inner strength and the character of the leaders, and in a way, the image of the company. How trustworthy this company is. These are the aspects probably as HR guys we need to work on, right? Just not meeting people and getting all the Maunichans to do what is expected from them. We need to have people who can push our boundaries and grow our business so that we are prepared to handle uncertainty. Let me pause here for a moment. What is our role as HR professionals? One, we may hire only those people who are going to add value, right? That is one aspect, maybe Karamchans or maybe Premchans. But does this group agree that, hey, probably our job is to pull people who are Maunichans to little Jaichans, right? They should work for themselves and then try to pull them from Jaichans to the Karamchans. Not only they work for them, they also contribute to the company. And going forward, as HR professionals, our job is to pull people who are Karamchans to Premchans, right? Unconditional support to the company. And that needs investment. That needs a lot of sacrifices from the organization's point of view, right? Remember, these will be little cost centers in the near future, right? But the good news is, the AI, the coming of AI, right? It is giving us the opportunity and the platform to move from operational level to strategic level, right? And any strategic role, they have to cross the boundaries of the physical boundaries and also the boundary on terms of time. We need to think beyond. We need to go out of our organizations. If HR wants to be strategic, they can't be strategic just living inside the organization. I have requirement of talent, I will pull those people. That is not what HR should be. HR will lose its relevance and probably its importance going forward. If they stay inside the company, they need to go out, think beyond. Remember, Ram has to go to the forest to meet these guys. These people never came. We as HR guys need to reach out for people and try to understand what is happening. And we say HR has to cross the boundaries of organizations and time from within to without, from confinement to expansion, just not thinking about manpower, also to think about in a bigger perspective, right? Future of the company, and from finite to infinite, right? Not in terms of only ROI, but maybe something beyond that, right? So existing skills that we carry as HR professionals may not be sufficient. We need to relook at how we look at our people. If we just look at them as resources, probably the word talent is a word without any base. We need to think about talent, and hence we need to refocus our efforts towards, can I bring loyalty? Can I do something so that their inner strength is high? Because skill sets are okay, but I need to be strong internally, right? And the good news is, COVID has taught us, we have experienced that. All the HR professionals, they went outside their domain to help their people to manage this disease, right? And we have done that. And hence we need to leverage that competency, because we cannot be relevant by sitting inside the company. We need to be strategic, and hence we need to cross the boundaries, right? What we say is, though we talk about talent acquisition, but to be relevant, we just can't look at the HR profession through the silos. Probably we need to find out, once we acquire people, how do I help them to grow? What can I do to move these Deutschans to become Karamchans? And what can I do so they become more and more loyal? Not only hiring people, also helping them to grow in the career. To talk about all the top CEOs who are Indians, and they started their career from the organizations, and they grew. They are managing Google, they are managing Microsoft, because the company helped them to grow. So probably as HR professionals, we need to look at in a very comprehensive way, not through the silos of hiring people, managing people, or retaining people, right? We need to think in those lines. With this, I stop my presentation, and thank you very much for your patience.